Hello and welcome to Global Brief. I'm Dr. Haseeb. Today we are talking about a crisis that most people don't see on the news every day, but it could quietly affect prices, trade, and supply chains across the entire world. The place we're talking about is the Red Sea. This narrow body of water connects Asia, Europe, and Africa through one of the most important shipping routes on Earth. Every year, thousands of ships carrying oil, electronics, food, and consumer goods pass through this route. But recently, the region has become increasingly unstable. Shipping companies are changing routes, costs are rising, and global supply chains are feeling the pressure. So today we will answer three big questions. Why is the Red Sea so important? What exactly is happening there right now, and how could it affect the global economy? Let's break it all down and take a closer look. To understand the current situation, we first need to understand the geography. The Red Sea sits between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. At its northern end lies one of the most famous waterways in the world, the Suez Canal. This canal connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, creating the shortest maritime route between Europe and Asia. Before the canal existed, ships had to sail all the way around the southern tip of Africa. That journey added thousands of kilometers and many days of travel. Today, the Suez Canal allows ships to save both time and money. Because of this shortcut, around 10-15% of global trade passes through this region. Think about that for a moment. One narrow corridor carries a significant portion of the world's goods. Everything from cars and smartphones to clothing and oil travels through this route. That's why any disruption in the Red Sea quickly becomes a global issue. In recent months, tensions in the Red Sea region have increased. Several incidents involving ships and security concerns have raised alarms in the international shipping industry. These developments are connected to instability in nearby areas, including the ongoing conflict around Gaza Strip and broader tensions in the Middle East. Some armed groups operating near the coast of Yemen have targeted commercial vessels passing through nearby waters. These actions have forced shipping companies to reconsider their routes. Because of safety concerns, several major global shipping companies have temporarily reduced or redirected traffic through the Red Sea. Instead of passing through the Suez Canal, some ships are now traveling around the Cape of Good Hope. That route is much longer. It adds thousands of kilometers and several days, sometimes even weeks, to the journey. And longer journeys mean higher costs. For global shipping companies, time and efficiency are everything. Modern supply chains are built on carefully timed schedules. Factories expect parts to arrive on time. Retailers expect products to arrive before certain deadlines. When ships suddenly take longer routes, everything changes. Fuel costs increase, insurance costs rise, and delivery times become less predictable. For companies transporting thousands of containers across oceans, these extra costs can quickly add up to millions of dollars. Insurance companies have also begun increasing premiums for ships traveling through high-risk zones. That means shipping companies must pay more just to pass through the region. In response, some companies are choosing longer routes even if they are less efficient. You might be wondering, how does a shipping issue in the Red Sea affect people living thousands of kilometers away? The answer lies in global supply chains. When shipping costs rise, companies often pass those costs along to consumers. That means prices for certain goods may increase. This can affect items like electronics, clothing, machinery, and even food products. Energy markets can also be affected. Oil and natural gas shipments sometimes travel through this corridor. If transportation becomes more difficult or expensive, energy prices can react. And when energy prices change, it affects transportation, manufacturing, and many other sectors of the economy. Because the Red Sea is so important to global trade, many governments are closely monitoring the situation. International cooperation has increased to ensure safe passage for commercial vessels. Countries including the United States and several European nations have worked with partners in the region to improve maritime security. International organizations such as the United Nations also encourage diplomatic dialogue to reduce tensions and maintain stability in international waters. Shipping companies are continuing to evaluate the situation carefully. For now, many are balancing safety concerns with the need to keep global trade moving. The future of the Red Sea shipping route will depend largely on how regional tensions develop. If stability improves, shipping companies may gradually return to their normal routes. But if security concerns continue, alternative routes could remain in use for some time. Either way, the situation highlights something important about our modern world. Global trade relies on a small number of critical choke points. When one of those routes becomes unstable, the effects can ripple across the entire planet. The Red Sea may look like just another body of water on the map, but in reality, it is one of the most important economic corridors in the world. Every day, thousands of ships pass through this region carrying goods that support industries and households across the globe. When disruptions occur there, the impact can be felt far beyond the Middle East. From shipping companies to global markets, the Red Sea remains a key point where geography, trade, and international politics intersect. Thank you for watching Global Brief. I'm Dr. Haseeb. If you found this video useful, please share it with others who want to understand global events. Make sure to subscribe to Global Brief for clear explanations of the world's most important stories. And if you have any questions or thoughts about this topic, leave a comment below. I read your comments and would love to hear from you. See you in the next briefing.